Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0842 indicates a low voltage condition in the transmission fluid pressure sensor, or switch A circuit, for the Honda Civic models, spanning from 2016 to 2021. The transmission fluid pressure sensor plays a critical role in monitoring the hydraulic pressure within the continuously variable transmission, CVT. This information is crucial for the transmission control module, TCM, to regulate the performance of the vehicle's transmission system accurately. The sensor is typically located within the CVT assembly, specifically in the driven pulley area. When the sensor detects a pressure that falls below an acceptable range, it triggers the DTC P0842, prompting the need for further diagnostics. It is important to note that this code results from electrical circuit issues rather than mechanical faults within the transmission itself. The error description for DTC P0842 centers on the transmission fluid pressure sensor and associated circuit. The transmission fluid pressure sensor monitors the hydraulic pressure and sends this data to the TCM, influencing overall transmission function. A properly functioning sensor is imperative for optimal transmission operation. The sensor's location within the CVT assembly makes it vulnerable to exposure from elements and wear over time, which can lead to electrical circuit issues. The transmission fluid pressure sensor works by generating a voltage that reflects the current fluid pressure. When this voltage drops below the expected threshold of 0.21 volts, it triggers the DTC P0842, indicating that there is a malfunction that requires immediate attention. Several factors can trigger DTC P0842 in the Honda Civic. Primarily, the issues stem from electrical circuit problems that affect the sensor's performance. These can include damaged wiring, poor electrical connections, or corrosion that interrupts the continuity of the circuit. Additionally, the failure of the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor itself can lead to a low circuit reading. If the sensor does not function correctly, the TCM receives inaccurate information, which prompts the DTC code. Another crucial aspect involves loose connections or terminals between the sensor and the TCM, leading to inconsistent voltage readings. Given this information, focusing on the electrical integrity of the circuit is key to resolving this issue effectively. When DTC P0842 is triggered, several symptoms may manifest, indicating potential issues with the transmission system. One of the most noticeable symptoms is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, which serves as a warning signal for the driver. Additionally, drivers may experience erratic or poor transmission shifting, making the vehicle feel sluggish or unresponsive during acceleration. These performance issues may also result in unexpected vehicle behavior, such as delayed gear engagement. It is essential to address these symptoms promptly to avoid further complications and maintain optimal vehicle performance. In some cases, drivers may also notice unusual noises from the transmission, reflecting the strain caused by incorrect fluid pressure readings. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC P0842 involves initiating the vehicle's on mode and accessing the Honda Diagnostic System HDS tool. This step is critical as it enables the technician to clear existing trouble codes from memory, allowing for accurate testing afterward. After clearing the DTC, the next action is to check various parameters in the system using the HDS tool. Specifically, the technician should monitor the driven pulley pressure sensor for voltage readings. If the readings fall below the threshold of 0.21 volts, this indicates that the failure has been consistently duplicated. If the voltage is acceptable, intermittent issues might be present, requiring a thorough examination of electrical connections and terminals between the pressure sensor and the TCM. In the second troubleshooting step, the technician must turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode, ensuring safety during diagnostics. Subsequently, they need to disconnect the 3P connector associated with the CVT driven pulley pressure sensor. This action isolates the sensor, allowing for a clear evaluation of its performance. Following disconnection, the technician should turn the vehicle back to the on mode and once again utilize the HDS tool to check the reading of the driven pulley pressure sensor voltage. If the voltage remains below 0.21 volts, it suggests a potential fault within the circuit. If the voltage meets specifications, further diagnostic steps will be necessary to identify other possible failure areas in the system. For the third step in the troubleshooting process, the technician is required to turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode to ensure safety during the procedure. Following this, they should disconnect the 50P connector from the transmission control module, TCM. The disconnecting of the TCM is crucial as it eliminates potential interference when checking continuity in the circuit. The technician will then check for continuity between specified test points. The terminal number 2 of the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor connector and a body ground. If continuity is present, it indicates a short circuit in the PDN wiring. However, if no continuity is detected, it suggests that the wiring in question is in good condition, leading to further diagnostics focused on the TCM or other related systems. In the final troubleshooting step, the technician will measure the voltage between two specific test points while the vehicle is in on mode, ensuring that the system is powered and operational. The points of interest include terminal number 3 of the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor connector and body ground. The expected voltage reading at this juncture should be approximately 5 volts, which indicates that the VCC4 wire is functional. Should the reading deviate significantly from 5 volts, corrective actions must be taken to repair any breaks within the VCC4 wire that leads from the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor to the TCM. If the voltage tests correctly, the technician should proceed to replace the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor, which likely indicates malfunctioning if gears function improperly despite an intact circuit. After completing the repair process for DTC P0842, final verification is paramount to ensure that the issue has been resolved effectively. The technician should first recheck the overall operation of the transmission system to confirm that the vehicle functions as intended. This includes observing the shifting behavior and confirming that no irregularities are present. The next critical step is to clear any existing DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, and verify that the DTC P0842 does not reappear after the initial clearing. Continuous monitoring for any new codes is also essential in confirming that the repairs have not introduced additional errors. Successful completion of this verification step ensures that the repairs made are comprehensive and the vehicle is restored to its optimal condition. Preventive maintenance is key to minimizing the risk of encountering DTC P0842 in the future. Technicians and vehicle owners alike should routinely inspect the wiring associated with the transmission fluid pressure sensor to identify any signs of wear or damage. Additionally, ensuring all electrical connections are clean and tightly secured can significantly reduce the incidence of voltage drops or short circuits due to loose contacts. It is also essential to adhere to the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule for transmission fluid changes and system inspections. By regularly changing the fluid and checking the system for contaminants or significant wear, the overall reliability of the transmission system can be enhanced, greatly reducing the odds of triggering this DTC in the future. In conclusion, DTC P0842 is primarily an electrical issue within the circuit of the transmission fluid pressure sensor. emphasizing the importance of thoroughly checking connections and wiring. The proper functioning of the transmission fluid pressure sensor is crucial for the vehicle's overall performance, and neglecting electrical issues can lead to more significant transmission complications. Regular monitoring and performance checks are necessary to ensure the vehicle behaves as expected, without sudden shifts or other symptoms of failure. Moreover, engaging in routine maintenance practices, such as inspecting wiring and cleaning connections, can significantly enhance the longevity of the transmission system. By understanding and addressing these factors, the likelihood of encountering DTC P0842 can be minimized, promoting a smoother, more reliable driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.